My experience is that the public sector is much more unwilling to do what they have to do to ensure that the laws are not broken on the job. And what I'm assuming is that that has occurred because it's taxpayer money. It's not corporate money. They don't have shareholders looking down their neck. They don't have corporate bosses. It's taxpayer money, and unless the citizens make a fuss, the stuff will continue to go on. Now, in my case, I've got clients who have the guts to try to enforce these laws on their own privately. So they make a dent in it. But only when private citizens come forward and are willing to enforce the laws themselves and take the risk, that there's going to be more retaliation. It might cost them some money. It's going to be a hassle. Without that, there's nothing. But thank goodness we've got the laws, and if people use them, there is a check and balance system. Otherwise, the government's calling all the shots. And if your local police department decides they don't like you, or your next door neighbor who happens to be some kind of a honcho in the city government, look out. The police aren't going to come to your rescue, I can promise you that. Yeah. Your news outlet, among others, are a key factor in this. The public has to know. If people went to meetings, they could find out a little bit, council meetings and the like, but even that's tough. A lot of the stuff is talked about in closed meetings, closed sessions. The public has to keep an eye on it. The problem is the public's busy. The public's busy making a living. The public is busy living their own lives. So if they can pick up the Oakland Press and read a piece, that's terrific. And then they have to pick up the phone and call or get online and say, hey, wait a minute, I don't want my tax dollars being used this way. I don't want a police chief who allows this kind of thing to happen. I don't want a cop who harasses citizens. We've all got to speak up. We've all got to take that on ourselves and dig in and do it. I mean, if you want to live in a community that's run properly. Find out what kind of character and integrity you've got in a public official. We need public servants, not political animals. We all suffer when you have that kind of an individual that has power and uses it illegally against citizens and employees. It's got to stop somewhere. Somebody's got to step in and say, enough.